Hi, hello and welcome to the Road to Mageblood series 3rd episode. In this episode, we are entering to the mid-budget strats, and the first strat on the list is Mirror of Delirium farming. This is the tree we are running. The things we are going for are 100% Mirror of Delirium chance here and couple of extra ones. Keep in mind these little nodes are required to hit the 100% mark for Mirror of Delirium. And next thing we are picking up are shrines. Shrines make the map way more easier since it can be a lot tough, especially towards the end. We are picking up map effect nodes as well. These are huge increase of the pack size quantity. These are very valuable nodes. We are picking every little one. And another thing we are going for on the tree is these Scarab nodes. We are going it for here, here, here. And we are trying to get the ambush and harbinger Scarabs. These two are the mainly valuable ones, but this can change depend on the meta. So you can change this if ambush scarab or harbinger scarabs prices go down. And another thing we are going for on the tree is rituals. Now we are not running rituals. We are just putting them for the extra monster they put in the map. The monster they spawn with. We are not clicking any rituals, any altars. And now let's come to the maps and scarabs. We are using 8 mod strand maps. These are I bought them for 8 siege with regex. You can buy them from TFT or you can farm them yourself. It may sound astounding to buy these at first, but there's a lot of people farming 8 mod maps right now, so their prices are going down. And the scarabs we are using are 1 Delirium Scarab of Mania, so the Delirium rewards feel faster. This is pretty huge. And we are putting 4 Paranoia. In map device we are choosing Domination and Blue Altar. The Domination option is pretty good and cost efficient. For only 3C we are adding 3 shrines. We want this. For the altar you can absolutely change your altar to red altar or blue depending on what you want. But the only thing that matters is you need to pick up these pack size nodes. Since these add quite a bit of monster, this will help you reach the 8 reward stage, and I will talk that in the example map. And before I show you the example map, I wanna say one thing. These maps can be very tough, especially towards the end. I recommend upgrading your build or upgrading your merc or some sort of power spike could be useful for this strat. I bought Headhunter just for this strat, so I'm just saying these maps can be tough, be prepared for it. So this is the before cheat sheet. I bought 58 mod strands with regex. They cost 8C per map. If your build can do any mods, you can go ahead and buy random 8 mod strands, so it will be cheaper, like 5C per map. And the scarabs cost us like a 9.5 divine. The Paranoia scarab was expensive, but be sure to check prices of these scarabs from Faustus and trade website. Sometimes one's cheaper and one's expensive. And the last cause is we add shrine to our map from map device for 3C each. So at total we are using 12.5 divine on our maps. That means 40 chaos per map, and let's see if we can get that money back. And now let's run an example map. Now as you can see on the bottom, there's a lot of fucking rewards, and the main thing we are gonna do is trying to not get caught by mirror and kill a lot of monsters on our way as much as we can. And as you can see, I'm not clicking any altar, I'm just killing the mobs beneath them. The main goal we are aiming is we need to get to the 8 rewards before killing the map boss. I can actually show you since the game pauses. There's a note here that's Delirium reward types in your maps gain +1 to count on map completion. This means the rewards here. So if there are 7, when we kill the most, all of them will go to 8. And since these increase exponentially, we want to reach 8 before killing the map boss, so that will push our rewards into the next stage to the 9. I'm using a very strict filter, by the way. At least for me it's very strict. Now I recommend not dealing with these mercenaries since they can one shot you pretty easily, and these maps are kinda costly, so I don't wanna deal with them. And we are almost at 8, but not quite. I'm gonna click this altar if it can push. Yeah, it did. Now, even though I got to the 8, I couldn't kill the map boss in time. This will happen from time to time. You will not get 8, you will get 8 but not kill the boss. But as you can see, the loot at the end is very worth it even with 8. I finished running those maps and these are the results. And I will sort all of these in one snap. Oh, how did I fucking hurt myself while snapping? I finished sorting the loot. Here are some Scarabs, here are some cluster jewels. I will sell these cluster jewels, like I will put them in a quad tab. I will start from 50C, go to 40C, go to 30C. This way it's way more easier to sell these instead of checking each one of them, like what is gold one, what is fizz dot one. I upgraded all of the oils into the opalescence ones. These two are natural drops. I dropped this like that, so that's kinda lucky. And I dropped one 6 link. I dropped 2 Valdos puzzle box. You will get a lot of quality gems, leveled gems. Couple of them already sold, so I put the chaos here. And there's a lot of incubators coming as well. I am not gonna price these on the revenues, but I was using them whenever I get the chance. I was using Ornate and Diviners. I got 2 boss invitations, couple of mortal fragments. I will count only mortal ignorance probably, but I don't know. And these are the stack decks and divination cards. The darker half divination card is quite common actually. I traded one for 5 Eldritch Chaos and I got one extra. And in essences, you will get a lot of essences. I upgraded all of them to deafening and I used 3k blue juice in essences and delirium orbs as well. I will come back to that in a second. Total we used 3k blue juice. I will add that into expenses. I upgraded all the essences into deafening and I changed all deafening into the expensive ones. And now we got a lot of currency here, bubblegum currency. I will not count this bubblegum currency, but I will count the expensive ones. We only dropped one natural divine, by the way. And here are the maps. We got total of 131 T16 maps. Again, I will not count this in the revenue, but I just wanted to show you how much T16 map we got. These are the unique maps. I will only count the expensive unique maps, which is 2 covers only. The others are all cheap, less than 10C. And we sold actually one of the covers already. We got 4 T16.5 maps. I don't know their prices, but they were spamming me for 9C. So I don't know how I will price them, but we will see at the cheat sheet. We got couple of boss maps. A quick tip, by the way, transform all of your boss maps into one type of them with Orb of Horizon. This way it sells way easier. We got 6 tier 17 maps, 2 invitation and couple of fragments. These are the uniques that drop. The one on the right are all less than 10C. We only got 3 remarkable uniques. One was, I believe this is tier 0. People are buying this for dust. We got one Calm's Binding and we got one Dragonflight. Now I will count this as unidentified, but I will identify it. I'm a gambler. So let's see. Is Grace even money? The other stats are not that good, but let's check. Grace is like 5 to 10k, so it's garbage. Not gamble, guys. Moral of the story. And here are the fossils. And the last but not least, here are the Delirium tab. Now in Delirium tab you have 3 options. At least I had 3 options. One is do not use any life force, blue life force. Just sell them in a bulk tab. People are buying these in the Discord TFT. And second option is using life force to convert all of the garbage ones into the expensive ones, like currency, scarab or divination card ones. Or the third option that I did, I just transformed all the little ones to make a bigger count of bulk. Now the reason I make this is I don't want to stack up the Faustus here. I wanna still be able to use the Faustus. I'm not saying it was the best option out of the 3, but I did it this way. I will come in a second after calculating all of these prices. So let's look at some stats. In total we made 50 wine divines, which is absurd in my opinion. I was definitely not expecting this much money in this strat. We made total of 164 chaos per map. I still can't believe it. Most of our income was coming from Delirium orbs, simulacrum and cluster jewels. Delirium orbs are very easy to sell in bulk. Actually not even in bulk, because in Faustus you can sell them for divine. I sold them, even the bad ones, like 11C each or something. They are very lucrative and also simulacrum selling very easily. Most of the things here are very liquidable, so that's why I like this strat. Now you may say cluster jewels, rare gear, etc. these are not liquidable, and I get that. But the thing I will say about cluster jewels is they sold pretty quickly with this trick. Like I sold 80% of them in half an hour. and half an hour. The way I sell them was I threw them all into a book tab and started pricing them from 30C to all the way to 10C. Whenever I feel like cluster jewels are not selling, I drop them 5 chaos more, and all the way to 10C. And after that I threw away the last ones. Like I said, with this way I sold 80% of it, more or less. And when we extract expenses from our revenues, we got our net worth. We in total made almost 40 divines, which also translates to 0.8 divine per map. These are pretty good numbers, especially for the time the map takes. As you can see, I calculated two different ways. One way I choose 3 minutes, other way I choose 4 minutes. Most of my maps were 3 minutes. Some of them goes to 4 minute mark. I still wanted to separate this so you can get a better understanding. And this here is I record how many reward stage I got from the maps. A lot of them I did successfully go to the 9 rewards mark, but 3 of them I couldn't even get to 7, and one of them directly brick I got like 5, and then I got one shot by some kind of monster, and one of them I actually forgot. I don't know how that happened. I was like recording after every map, and at the total I was like, wait a minute, there's 49 maps here. Which was very weird. I must have forgot something. And another tip I added here is, if your build is not that strong, or if you feel like you are dying a lot, you can use chest on that portal, or if you don't have gamblings for it, gam sockets for it, you can buy domains that do the exactly same thing. I was not expecting that, but this is actually pretty good strategy. Alright, now let's talk about how we can improve this strat. Now the first thing I'm gonna say is, this strat is very lucrative, very profitable, way more than I expected. We've seen the 15 divines marks, per hour marks. The only thing that I can say bad about this strat is how much it's using your GPU. Like, one of the maps I can almost smell my GPU. And because of that I couldn't record all of the maps. I only recorded like 5-6 maps, and after that I kinda have to stop because of my PC. And when we come to the improvements, what I can say is, I don't think these Scarab nodes were that helpful. These ritual nodes were kinda rippy. I break some of the maps because of the rituals, that green explode stuff. So if you don't wanna die, if you don't wanna break the maps, maybe you can spec out of these rituals and get to the 8 reward mark some other way, maybe with breach. But other than that, this strat was very profitable and very fun to play. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. These videos took a lot of time and effort. I hope you can see that, and see you in the next video.